Guys, so I am here to get Yuki changed for Easter, and I wanted to have a little chat while I change her. This is a subject that I have been wanting to make a video about or talk about for quite a while now, but I have been hesitating on whether or not to do a video about this, but it's kind of gotten to the point now where I just need to get it off my chest. I need to vent, and I need to maybe get some advice, or I don't know. So, as you all know, I wanted a open-eyed boy. I wanted another open-eyed boy. And I bought the Harlow kit and decided that I wanted the artist that made Yuki to make Landon for me. To make the Harlow kit for me. And I decided that I was going to name this new boy Landon because I love that name so much. And, you know, even though I wasn't bonding with my original Landon, mainly because he was a sleeping baby, I figured I'll name my open-eyed baby Landon. I chose Yuki's artist because I love her work. Yuki, I'm not Yuki's first mommy. My friend Emily was the one that got her as a custom from Susan. And I fell in love with her when I saw her. And so when she did decide to sell her, and I bought her right away. And I love her to bits. And, you know, when Susan saw, I think it was my video of me introducing her to my grandma, like showing my grandma Yuki for the first time, she commented on something about her arms looked kind of long. And, you know, when I saw Susan at the doll show that year, Susan said that my grandma was right, and that what Susan now does is shorten the caps on the bodies. So she was very nice, and she offered, she said, when you get home from the show, ship her to me. And she said, I will give her a matte varnish so that she's not so shiny and rubbery feeling. And she also painted some eyebrows on her. She fixed up her hair for me. She shortened the shoulders so that her arms were not so long. And she reweighted her and all this stuff. And she didn't expect me to pay anything. She did it free of charge. It was, you know, she backs up her work and, you know, all that stuff. And I was really impressed. And of course, I saw more of her dolls at the doll show, and I loved every single one of them. I thought they were gorgeous. And she only paints with air dry paints. And I thought, you know, for air dry paints, her work looks incredible. So, and she lives in Canada. She is a Canadian artist, and I, you know, with the way that the dollar is now, the exchange rate and shipping and then custom duties, I really wanted to go with someone in Canada to Reborn Harlow for me. So I picked up the Harlow kit at the Rose Doll Show this summer. And see, with Susan, when she does customs, you have to provide the kit, the hair, the body, and the eyes. And that is essentially your deposit. I asked her at the show if I needed to give her a deposit, because I did have the money for that at the time. She told me no, she doesn't take deposits. She takes payment once the doll is finished. And I thought, okay, if that's how you want to do it, you know, that's fine. I mean, I know me as an artist, I personally take 50% non-refundable deposit before I start working on a doll, because I use that to purchase the kit and all that stuff that the person wants, and then, you know, they pay the remainder once the doll is finished. But anyways, I don't do customs anymore, so it doesn't matter. But I thought, okay, whatever, that's what she wants to do, that's fine. So I gave her the hair, the eyes, the kit, and the body all at the doll show. Like, I picked it up and I went right over to her booth and I gave it to her. She told me she wouldn't be able to start him until the fall, and because she had some orders she was currently working on. And I said, that's totally fine. But she did say to me that she said he would be a Christmas baby. I would be able to have him by Christmas. Ooh, I don't know if this is going to fit you, Yuki. This is a next outfit, and it's first size, but the pants fit, but this seems a little snug. This dress seems a little snug. We'll see. If it doesn't fit her, I can probably put it on Savannah. Anyways, so she sent me an email in October. She said, I'm going to start on your baby now, and you should have him by Christmas. And so I was all excited, and you know, she was showing me lots of work in progress pictures. Everything was going good, and I was really happy with how he was coming along, and you know, everything seemed to be going on schedule. I thought for sure I would have him by Christmas. And then all of a sudden, a couple of weeks before Christmas, I got an email from her saying, will you be really disappointed if you don't get him by Christmas? I have prototypes I'm working on, and, you know, Christmas and everything, like, I don't think I'll be able to have him finished. And, you know, I said to her, I was like, well, I'll be disappointed, but it's okay. I understand. I'm an artist myself. I know things happen, things come up, what have you. But she kind of, you know, she made it sound like I would still have him by the end of the year, or like the very beginning of January. And I was like, okay, that's not a huge delay, so I'm fine with that. His painting was done. She just needed to start rooting him. So anyways, January came, and I think it was like the second week of January that she told me she just started to root him. And I was like, all right, okay. And I said, do you know roughly how much longer it might be before I get him? Or like until you're finished rooting him? She said, oh, I should be finished in 1 or 2 weeks, and he'll be on his way home to you. And I said, okay, that's fine. I was cool with that. And so I was all excited thinking, oh my gosh, like he's going to be home, you know, in the next week or so. And I was all excited. And, you know, you guys saw the little hauls that I bought. Like, because first I bought a little haul before Christmas thinking he'd be home by Christmas, and that would be his first Christmas presents. Well, then I couldn't do that. And then I thought, well, and then you saw I got like a little haul when there was after Christmas sales of winter clothes for Landon, you know, thinking, oh, when he gets home in a week or two, he'll be able to wear these nice outfits. Well, 2 weeks came and went, and I had only received a couple of pictures of his rooting, and he was looking like he was about a quarter of a way done. And then I didn't hear anymore. And I was like, okay. And then towards the end of January, she told me she was rushing to finish up 2 silicone prototypes and that she would not be able to work on my baby until they were done. And so next thing you know, instead of me getting him in January, then she was saying that she should be finished the prototypes by the end of January and that Landon will be a Valentine's Day baby. And she told me that she had bought a whole Christmas layup for Landon and that she would still send that along with him when I get him, and that she would still do a Christmas photo shoot with him for me, and then she would also do a Valentine's Day one with Valentine's Day outfits to send along with him. And I was like, okay. So then I was thinking, okay, Valentine's Day, that's cool. Valentine's Day, baby. Valentine's Day came and went and nothing. So at this point, I really was starting to get upset. But I was trying to be understanding, and, you know, as an artist myself, I was trying to be understanding, but, you know, to me, this was taking a lot longer than I ever take for customs, and I have health issues to deal with, like, where I can't even reborn every day because some days I don't feel well, but yet I still managed to get my reborns done in about 4 months. And here we're going into 5, and I'm like, okay. So, I messaged her, or she messaged me on Valentine's Day and apologized that he wasn't ready and said that she had bitten off more than she could chew and she was really overwhelmed and that she had missed the deadline on her prototype as well, and that so she's let 2 people down and she felt really, really bad and blah, 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 and this and that. And she offered me a discount, which was great. I'm like, okay, thank you for that. You know, she's offered me a pretty big discount because she feels bad and everything and whatever. And so then she said, you know, probably by the end of February, she'd be able to get back to him. So she finished her final prototype at the end of February, I think it was. And she had told me that as soon as that auction was up, she would start on Landon again. And so basically at this point, you know, Landon had been sitting there completely untouched, no more rooting done on him since the middle of January. And now we're heading into March. So I thought for sure she had been back because I saw her auction go up for the prototype and everything. And so I assumed, like she said, that she had started back on rooting him since now he's the only baby she has to work on. That was 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks. 2 weeks. No updates, no pictures, no nothing. And so I contacted her to ask for an update. And honestly, guys, like, I'm not the type of customer that emails like every day. I haven't bugged her at all. I've maybe emailed her once a month, if even that. You know, like sometimes she's the one that will contact me and then I'll respond back. I've given her her space. You know, I haven't been pushy, but it's getting to the point now that when I did contact her, she had told me that she had basically taken 2 weeks off from any work. And I get it. I understand people need downtime. People need vacation time. I get that. But when you have told a customer that their doll will be ready for Christmas, and it is now close to April, and the baby is not here or nowhere near finished, that to me is extremely unprofessional. And I'm at this point, like, I just want him done. I just want him home. You know, I was so excited at the beginning because the pictures she was sending, he looks gorgeous. And I was so excited to have this bigger boy to dress up and have fun. And he was going to be the last baby probably for my collection, because I'm at a number that I don't want to go past. And so the only way I would get a new baby is if I sell one. And I'm so happy with my collection right now that I cannot envision me selling any of my current dolls. I love every single one of them. So, you know, I've been anxious to get him because I know that this is going to be the last one. And I've gone through a lot of stuff over the last few months, stress-wise, emotional-wise, some things that you've probably seen and know about, some things that I haven't talked about yet. And, you know, I know I have I'm glad I have these babies at least to cuddle, to, you know, give me comfort. But, you know, there's always that, I don't know, when you get a new baby, there's that new feeling, like that new excitement, and, you know, you just want to bond with them and play with them. And, you know, like, I just want him in my arms. And I've just honestly been really hurt and really upset. I feel like he's just sitting there collecting dust. The last that I talked to her was about a week ago, and she said that she was just going to start back on rooting him. And she even said, oh, he looks so sad sitting there, and I bet you if he could talk, he would say, finish me already. And I honestly had no idea how to respond to that. I was like, yeah, no kidding. You know, like, I'm at that point where I'm worried that when I receive him, that as beautiful as he may be, this whole negative experience of being strung along is going to ruin the whole experience and ruin the bonding with him. I've actually had friends that's happened to, where they were told that their baby would be done by a certain date, and it went way, 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 way past the deadline with very little communication, and they would try to get in touch with their artist, and their artist wouldn't respond. And by the time they finally did get their baby, they couldn't bond with it because they had so much upset and hurt feelings and anger about how the whole experience went down between them and the artist, and how it went way past the deadline, that they just could not bond with their doll. And I'm so afraid that that's going to happen. I mean, I look at his pictures and I think, oh, he looks so beautiful and so cute, and I can't wait to dress him up. But at the same time, it's like, by the time I finally get him, because I still at this point don't even know when I'm going to get him. I mean, I was hoping he'd be home by at least Easter, and it's Easter in 3 days. So, I mean, he went from being a Christmas baby to then, she said, a Valentine's baby to then a Easter baby. Well, now God knows when. And I mean, it's going to be April in a week. So it's just been very stressful, and I am honestly like worried when I go to do the box opening what I'm going to feel. Because, you know, when you know that you're getting a new baby, there's that anticipation and excitement of waiting for your baby. But you usually have some kind of an idea of when they're coming so that you know you only have to wait X amount of time. For example, with Zoe, it was my choice to wait a full year to get her because I wanted to save on the high custom fees that I know I'd be slapped with if she was shipped to me. And I made that choice to say, Kate, just hold on to her until I see you at the doll show and I'll get her in person. Now, yes, that was a way longer wait than I've been waiting for Landon, but the point is that I made that choice to wait. And so I knew that I had that to look forward to when I go to the doll show, that I was, you know, I had that anticipation and excitement that, yay, I'm going to go to the doll show and I'm going to pick up my new baby. So this experience was, yay, I'm going to have a Christmas baby. Oh, no, now I'm not. Oh, yay, I'm going to have a Valentine's Day baby. Oh, no, I'm not. Or sorry, no, it was supposed to be in January, and I thought he would share a birthday with Yuki, which would have been cool because they're both by the same artist, and they would share a birthday month. That would have been fun, just kind of like how my Sheila Ron babies share a birthday month. But no, then it was, oh, it was going to be a Valentine's Day baby, which I thought, oh, that's kind of neat, like to have a baby for Valentine's Day. I was okay with that. At that point, I was still excited. But then when it was like, oh no, now it'll be this date. No, now it'll be this. So now it'll be this. And the lack of pictures and the lack of communication and updates, it just has slowly torn apart that experience of being anxious and excited and waiting, because it's like, when she tells me a new date, I don't believe it anymore. You know what I mean? So it's not like, oh, yay, he's going to come, you know, this week. It's like, oh, yeah, okay. I don't believe it. You know what I mean? And so, you know, I hope some of you out there get that and understand what I'm talking about. It's hard for me to put into words. But that has been my experience. So, you know, and then I keep getting people asking, hey, when's Landon coming home? I can't wait to see him. When is Landon coming? And it's like, I honestly don't know at this point. I honestly don't know. And the part that has bothered me the most, I think, is that, you know, for a while she was posting the in progress pictures of him on social media, so I was able to see it there. And then that ceased. And what she's now posting on, you know, when she took that 2-week break that I was completely unaware of, she was posting pictures of babies that she was receiving in the mail. Like, oh, here's my newest edition, and here's my other newest edition. And I'm thinking, wow, that's so great for you. You're having all these new babies come in to your collection, and I've been sitting here waiting since October for a baby that I was supposed to have for Christmas, and now it's almost April. And she's been posting, you know, photos all week of her babies in new outfits that she sewed for them, and she's just been having fun dolly time playing with her dolls, when I'm thinking, can you please just get to work and finish my baby? You know, like, I get, you know, that you need time to yourself and social life as well, but you have a customer hanging here that's been waiting since October. And, you know, like, I know me as an artist, I don't work like that. Yes, I have my own time to myself because I'm, you know, good at managing my time. And there may be days where I plan to paint all day and then I feel sick and I end up in bed all day. But somehow, some way, I managed to get my dolls done in the time frame that I give my customers when I still did customs. I don't do customs anymore. But when I did, I was able to still finish those dolls by, like, within the time frame that I gave my customers. as an artist, I get things come up. I'm not a prototype artist. I understand how, you know, it's a good opportunity for prototypes and this and that. And I know a lot of artists say that they work on their customs at the same time that they work on their prototypes. And I believe that she was doing that for a while. But then when it came down to rooting, Landon literally has sat there untouched since the middle of January. So to me, that's not working on a custom alongside of a prototype. That's putting a custom on the back burner for a prototype. And I disagree with that. I'm sorry. But anyways, she told me that this would be the last custom for her to do because she is very slow at customs and she feels really bad and all this stuff. And I'm thinking, I really didn't know that she was this slow at customs because of the fact that she gave me a date. She told me. I mean, I didn't even ask for that. I didn't ask for him by a specific date. She was the one that offered it up. She said, he will be a Christmas baby. So, you know, in my opinion, I think artists need to really assess themselves and decide truly how long they need to actually complete a custom. I've pretty much figured it out, and I give that time frame to my customers so that they know that's how long they have to wait. It just helps to know up front how long you're going to have to wait. So when she told me he would be finished by Christmas, I was excited and got my hopes up, and then it passed, and then it got stretched out and stretched out and stretched out and stretched out, and it's dampening the process and the experience for me. If she knew she was slow at customs, I believe that she should have given me a longer time frame. She should have said, oh, it will take me 5 to 6 months. And, you know, if I really still wanted to go with her as an artist and I was okay with waiting that long, then fine. At least like I said, it's like when I did Zoe. In my head, I knew, okay, I'll have her in a year. So someone, you know, she has said, I'll have him done in 5 or 6 months. Okay, at least then I would know and not be strung along. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't know. This is like turning into a big ramble, but I just really needed to get it off my chest because people keep asking me about Landon and I haven't really known what to say because I've met Susan as a person and she's a lovely person and her work is beautiful. But a lot of it has been completely dampened and ruined for me by the customer service that she's provided during this process. And so I feel like my hands are tied. She's given me a discount, which is wonderful, and I thank her for that. I think that was, you know, wonderful for her to do, to offer me a discount. But at the same time, you know, I still want my baby. I don't want to sit around and wait for God knows how much longer. Do you know what I mean? But I feel like my hands are tied. She has all of the supplies that I've given her that I paid for. What more can I do but sit back and wait? But it's, you know, like, what do you guys think? If you were me, what would you do? I tend to be too nice. I know people walk over me a lot of times because I'm too nice. I have yet to actually, you know, get a little bit firm with her or put my foot down with her. I have been, you know, anytime she gives me an update or tells me that it's been delayed, I just go along with it and say, okay, thanks for the update, and I've been understanding and everything, but deep down inside, I'm really hurt, and I really just feel like the fun and excitement has been sucked out of this whole experience. I'm worried. I'm just worried that when I get him, it'll be so dampened by the experience that I just won't be able to bond with him. I mean, I really hope that's not the case. I really hope when he does arrive and I open that box, I fall in love with him. I really hope so. I hope that he will look as gorgeous as he does in his photos, and I'll be happy and I'll be able to move on from this experience. But I just wanted to put it out there because people have been asking, people have been wondering, and I just wanted to share this experience and my viewpoint from a collector's point of view and also as an artist on how I would handle this situation versus the way she did, and just how, like, I feel like there's no standard in reborning. You know, you go to any other company and, you know, buy something or go for someone's services or whatever. There's a standard and there's things that are expected, and, you know, for people to meet and deliver and deadlines and all that stuff. But it seems like in the reborn world that's just thrown to the wind, that it's just like no rules apply. Artists can just do whatever they want. And I'm sorry, I'm an artist myself and I don't believe that. I do my best to finish it, you know, when I used to do custom orders, I tried my best to have my dolls finished in the time frame I provided my customer, if not sooner than that. That's what's happening with Landon, and I'm just really bummed out about it. I really am. And I really don't know what to do about it at this point, but just wait. Just keep on waiting. But I don't know. I just feel like I'm being blown off. I'm getting the runaround. And it's just made for a not so fun experience that was originally supposed to be fun and exciting. So, but I will say that I still love this little girl right here, Yuki. She is gorgeous, and her artist, Susan, did do a wonderful job on her. Anyways, I just basically wanted to vent, get it off my chest, maybe ask you guys, what would you do if you were in this situation? Like, I feel like my hands are tied, and it's not a good feeling, but, you know, and I hope I won't get bashed by artists for saying these things, but I really do feel that there needs to be a standard. And I'm not saying that all artists are like this. Like I said, I myself, when I did customs, I was not like this. This is not how I conducted myself. And I know there's lots of other artists out there that don't do that. Kate Charles, I have 2 babies by her, and she is a prototype artist. And I knew she was working on prototypes alongside my babies. And yet she still delivered as she said. My very first baby, Maya, she told me she would be a Christmas baby, and she was. She got here 2 days after Christmas, but that was because we had an ice storm, and so mail was delayed and everything. That's not her fault. But she essentially was on time. She was shipped out, I think it was like a week or 2 before Christmas, and she got to me. And she was working on prototypes the whole time. So I'm just saying, it can be done. So not all artists are like this, but I'm just saying this has been my experience so far with this one. And I just needed to get it off my chest. And I don't know. What do you guys think? I really don't know. But anyways, let's wrap this up because it's gone on long enough. And I've got the story out. I vented, and that's that. But here's Miss Yuki all ready for Easter in her little Easter bunny dress from Next. It's got like a little plaid skirt, little bunny ears, little striped tights, and I put these little socks, and she is super, super cute. And I'm not knocking Susan's work in any way at all, because she does. I mean, look at Yuki. She's gorgeous. She does make beautiful babies. All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for watching this video and listening to me rant. And we will see you next time. Bye, everybody. Bye, guys. Between editing together my new vlogging intro for my vlogging segment, it took a while because I had to first off edit the music down to be short enough for an intro and have it sound the way I wanted without it being choppy. Then I had to go and find all the clips that I wanted to put in and have them fit in and put all